Hi again, this is Elizabeth from allthingspaper.com. I've been away a long time from here. I got busy over the summer and I did a ton of traveling, so I wasn't able to do much scrapping, so I thought, you know what, the fall is here, it's time to get back into my studio. So this is the first thing that I've made in a long time and I wanted to share it with you. This is called, you can see right here, Steampunk Memories. And it's a new style of mini for me that I learned on eBay. A friend of mine pointed me to a YouTube video with, it was called Graphic 45 Steampunk Spells mini album, excuse me, by Rotella and Terry Sproul. And it's a online hour-long tutorial on how to make this particular type of book. The book itself, the design was by Laura Dennison. It's her design for the binding. It's the Stack the Deck binding. I reinforced it. I'll explain that. And then it's also this new style that she came up with where you use 6x6 and 8x8 papers to create pockets throughout the book. I did it a little differently. I always seem to change things. This top paper here it calls for an 8x8 piece of paper, and when it's constructed it makes this tiny little flap here, which I wasn't crazy about, this tiny little flap. So what I did is I took 12x12 papers and cut them down to make the flap much bigger, and that's what this is here, because I thought, you know, we could use this for things, for more decorations, more embellishments. So that's the only change I made to the book, was making that flap longer. Other than that, I followed the directions on the video that you can find if you just Google, or excuse me, do a YouTube search that says Graphic 45 Steampunk Spells mini album with Rotella and Terry Sproul. It will pop right up, and then you can watch it and learn how to make this particular style. So let's go back to the cover. These roses here are I am roses that I painted. Different colors, browns, and this one I painted red, and this one is like a pretty orangey color. All the colors go with this beautiful paper. The papers that I used two different papers basically, using Graphic 45 Steampunk Debutante. It's an old paper line that's not available anymore, unfortunately, because I love it. And the other one was Recollection Steampunk Botanica. And that's what this cover piece is from, and I just love it. This paper is so beautiful, and it's all, this particular pad was, it's got a shininess to it all, and they're like embossed feelings, and just beautiful paper, really nice. So I used this for the cover, and I made this little plaque here using the Recollections metal embellishment here that I then put in Steampunk Memories and filled it all with the glossy accents. And then I added some of the rhinestones that were not there. And then there's some bling here. And then I added little cog wheels and gears throughout. And then there's the beautiful flowers. So it's a pretty simple cover. I just thought the picture here was so pretty, I didn't want to really take away from it. I also added corner pieces here and here to protect them. It's chipboard, the cover, and I was afraid they might bang up, so this adds an extra layer of security, whatever you want to call that. The overall size of this book is, let's see, 9 by 6. That's the outside, and then the it's a 2-inch. Yeah, there's a 2-inch binding here. The spine is 2 inches. Now this is a little charm thing that I made, and it can hang right here, like I have it to show you like that, which is kind of cute. Or you can take it off with the clip and use it. Once you fill your book with pictures, it might get bulky. So then what you can do is put this here, and then I added another little clamp here, and you can just use it as to close your book. If it gets too big or too bulky, you can use this to keep it closed. So either way this works, and this is included in here, and I'll put this back over here for now. The spine isn't that beautiful? I took black cardstock and I embossed it, and then I used the rub-on metallic. It's not the rub and buff. They come in little wells, and you rub it on with your finger, and it gives it that metallic look. And I just think it looks beautiful, this aged look. And then this is a Martha Stewart edge punch here that I used. Isn't that cool? It's multi paper here. It's kind of a shiny paper. It's got a texture to it. And then the back is just plain with this beautiful paper. Isn't that gorgeous? Love it. Look at that. It's just so beautiful. I didn't want to do a thing to it. It's got insects all around it. Isn't that cool? What else is here? There's a bee. Pretty little bee. Can you see the bee? There we go. Okay, so we open this up, and then right away there's a pocket right here, which I created so that you can put loose pictures in here, lots of pictures. It'll just fit right in here. Okay, so here's the first page of this very interesting way to create a book. Each page is a system kind of thing, and each page has a large pocket that's here. And it'll fit 4x6 photos. And then on either side, here and here, there's pockets. So it's got a lot of real estate for a little bitty, for each system has the same thing. Each page has a pocket, and a pocket. And these, like I said, will fit the 4x6 photos. So with that said, I'll just go through this and show you my embellished pictures here. And I added a bunch of tags that I made. So on this one, that's a paper clay embellishment that I made from a mold with some pretty flowers from Recollections and a gorgeous key. I don't know where I got the key. And a cool, this is a rub-on from Seven Gypsies. And there's a neat, I put all throughout there, you'll find gears, all different kinds of gears. Paper gears, metal gears. And then this is the little flap. You can just, you could put a journal spot here, anything you want there. Most of those I decorated, but some I left blank so you could write there. Whoops. So this page here, it says Clanking Airships and Clockwork Worlds. And there's a clock gear kind of thing here and flowers. And what I did, I don't know if you can see them, but see all those little, these are all real watch parts that I've collected over the years, and I added a bunch just here and there throughout the book just to give it that steampunky look. I thought that was really cool. And here is a little paper embellishment that I added some rhinestones, and here's a beautiful butterfly with a rhinestone. And here's the tag, it's plain, so you can mount photos, you could write here. And then here's the first of many handmade tags. This is a graphic that I created in Photoshop. Isn't that cool with the bird cage and the corset? See how it flies. It's a flying machine. And at the bottom it says amazing flying machine. And you crank the crank and the wings will turn and off she goes. I thought that was pretty funny. I was kind of laughing when I made that. So, and here's the next page. And I left this one fairly simple. I added a bird here with a clock part, and there's some gears. And this is just a pretty graphic 45 Steampunk Debutante graphic that I cut out and used here. And this is a paper clay piece that I made, and just a little heart, pretty. And then this is the tag in here. If I can get it out, my nails are so short, I just cut them. Okay. Nice big tag. My voice is leaving me. Nice big blank tag. And we turn the page. More gears. Isn't that great? I just love the look. It's kind of a fall look too. It all reminded me of fall. This is a nice gears on the page. And here's just a little emblem embellishment. And then over here, lots of circles. I put, these are like stamped wheels of some kind, and the flowers, and here's a gear, and here's a pretty tag, again, there's a heart, that's the Martha Stewart punch, and a gear, and then here's the big tag that comes out. And I made this, can you see that? This has got glossy accents on it, it's pretty with the balloon, and then it's blank on the back for pictures. And then here's this page, is very simple. I left this because I like the flowers. I wanted to leave that plain. It's kind of a dark look to it, but I just thought it was so pretty. And then here's just a little paper emblem with a gear, and it's decorated there. Here's another little graphic 45 piece cut out from the cardstock. And here is a embossed tag. It's got the gear embossing. And then what I did is I took some photo ink, the distress ink, and just distressed it a little to give it, kind of made it punch out a little so you can see it better. And this is just a beautiful clock, a little heart. And then here's another little postage stamp that I glossy accented with some gears behind her. And here's a beautiful tag. Isn't that gorgeous? Is that paper again? I just love this paper. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? Plain on the back. And here we go. This is a fun ATC that I created, artist trading card, which I put in there from a gorgeous stamp that I've had for years. I just love that. And it's blank on the back. So that's an artist trading card. And here's a little clock and a gear. And this is a fun little embellishment that I made. It's interactive. You just open this up like this, and it's just got some pretty graphics on it. There's a lady and a bugle and a gear. And then it closes again. You just, here, let me see if I can. It's called a telescoping piece, and it just closes and then closes. So you have it. Isn't that cool? I'm going to make this into a bigger card, I think, when I need some bigger dies to make them, which I, of course, ordered and I'm waiting for. So that's there. And here we have some more of that gorgeous paper, which I put this, I don't know what you call that, a finial. I cut this out and put that on there. And again, here's another one of the embossed pieces of paper. And here's a flower with a gear. And then here's a nice big tag with the, isn't that cool, butterflies and keys, and see the skulls and clock parts, and just very cool. There's a die. And then we turn the page. And here's another artist trading card. This is kind of goes with the other one. That was the profile view. Now we have the full view of the head. Again, it's blank on the back. And here is just a gear and more gears here. I love these little flaps. I think they're very cool. And I was thinking I might glue them down, but then I thought, no, you can actually just use all this up. Use all this space up. Add more pictures or right there or whatever you want to do. And here I added a little bling to the gear in the middle. And then here's another little flower part with the watch parts again that I added. And there's some gear. There's a big gear. Pretty cool with the little watch parts. I bought these all years ago and I've been using them ever since. Another beautiful graphic from the Graphic 45, Steampunk Debutante. And then this is a little piece I made. It's paper clay here, or polymer. This is polymer clay with a clock that I put inside of it. And that's on the outside. And here is just a belted kind of an embellishment, steampunky looking. And then here is another wonderful stamp that I made. I put this, again, this is in Photoshop, and I just dropped it onto paper and printed it out, and then I put here, Progress of the Century. You can see that there. And I used this, I typed on a real vintage typewriter that I have. That's great. It has that old type face that I love so much. And then this is blank on the back, like all the rest. So you can do lots of writing or lots of pictures. This will hold a ton of pictures, this book. And here is another pretty flower. And this is blank. And then this paper, see the corsets? Isn't that great? All the corsets in the background. And the I use this a lot because I love this, the clocks and gears and parts, and it's embossed, so it has a textured feel to it. And then in here there are several, oh, this is cute. This is a tag with tags. This is a big tag here, and then I made this little pocket here with a little, there's a watch I put on, and then there's two little tags from the Graphic 45 punch-out cardstocks here and here with the ribbon, and then on the back it has another pocket here, so you can add on either side lots of little, either little pictures or little, you could put more tags, whatever you want in there. That goes right in here. And then on the back page is another pocket here, which to add more either loose photos that you want to put in or just photos you like to keep or mementos or whatever. And this whole book, I was thinking of, there's a whole steampunk movement out there in the world, and I was thinking someone who is really into steampunk would really enjoy this if they went to like a steampunk event, or they just have a party that they've done which has got the theme of a steampunk. This would make a great gift, or to buy for yourself to use to, you know, journal and add your pictures to, and carry that steampunk theme right into the whole design of the book. I happen to love steampunk. I'm not a big avid, I don't dress steampunk and I don't attend steampunk events, but I certainly can appreciate the art of steampunk and just the whole idea behind it, the philosophy. I have a couple of books on it and I've read a lot about it, and I just think it's a cool movement. So that's my latest mini. It's not so mini actually, and I'll be putting this up on eBay for sale. If you're interested in purchasing it before I post it, email me or post below and we can talk about that. And I just hope that someone who is a steampunk nut or person would like this. And I meant to say too, this is the Stack the Deck, Laura Dennison Stack the Deck binding. And I reinforced it because I found at times without the reinforcement it might, after time, start to come apart. So what I did here is I stapled it all the way through here. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 staples, and then what I did is I blackened them all out with a Sharpie, so you really can't even see them. So it's super reinforced for that. They're pretty. They're there to stay. And I use tape and glue on the back here. So I thank you for coming by and have a look. Oh, and I wanted to show you this too. This is the beautiful big bauble on the back on this, along with some gears here. This is the Tim Holtz swivel clasp, and then these are the Tim Holtz clasps here. So that's that. I thought that was pretty. Okay. Again, thank you for coming by. Come by anytime to see me at allthingspaper.com or allthingspaper.blogspot.com. Take care.